in today's live, I am talking about strategies to overcome self-doubt and accomplish your goals. Do you struggle to bring an idea to life? Like when you get an idea from God, you start to ask yourself, how am I going to get this done? And as a result, you get crippled with fear, and the lack of know-how is all you think about. And as a result, you just forfeit that idea. And once again, you have an idea that you either hadn't started or you have started and stopped. If you are that person, if that's your struggle, and you find yourself in this situation from time to time, today's live is for you. I'm going to share a strategy from the book, The 12-Week Year. This book is written by Brian P. Moran and Michael Lennington. I'll be reading the entire thought, and then I'll be diving into sharing my thoughts. So it's on page 79, and the subtitle is Impossible, Possible, Probable, Given. Unfortunately, when we imagine a future that is significantly bigger than our current reality, we can begin to think that it is impossible for us. We can see others who have achieved great things, but we start to think that there is no way that we can get there. When you start to envision a significant accomplishment that is well beyond what you have achieved in the past, the question most people immediately ask is, how would I do this? This is the wrong question so early in the process. The fact is, you don't know how to do it because if you did, you would have likely been doing it already and living that reality. The fact that you don't know how to do it creates the perception that it is impossible, at least for you. And it makes you think of new goals on a sliding scale of impossibility to certainty. Your ability to do something is malleable in this mindset. The problem is that if you think something is impossible, you will never attain it. Henry Ford said, if you think you can or think you can't, you are right. The first step, then, to reaching your biggest dreams is to shift from impossible thinking to possible thinking. You do this not by asking how, but by asking what if. What would be different for you, your family, your friends, your team, your clients, and your community? By asking what if, you give yourself permission to entertain the possibility and begin to connect with the benefits. As you do this, the desire intensifies and the door on your future cracks open just a fraction. But enough so you automatically begin to shift from impossible to possible thinking. And I'll pause there. For this past maybe 2 weeks, I have been putting this concept into practice. The concept of not asking, how am I going to do this, but what if? I start to ask myself, Sarika, if you bring this idea to life, what will happen? How will it benefit your audience? And I started to realize that when I bring an idea to life, it will solve a problem that my audience have. They will most likely say, hey, I've been waiting on this. And most of all, I am walking in obedience to the thing that God has called me to do. I am walking in purpose. This mindset, this opportunity, this level of dreaming of the possibility weren't available to me when I jump straight to the gun and say, how am I going to do this? So if you struggle with self-doubt, if you find that you start projects and you stop, if you find that you get overwhelmed because you don't know what to do, even though you know what to do deep down because you have the knowledge, but you're crippled by fear, the fear of failure and self-doubt, Practice this. When you get an idea, sit down. Don't ask yourself, how will I accomplish this? But ask yourself, what if? What if I launch this desire? How will it help me? How will it benefit me? How will it benefit God? How will it benefit my audience? How will my life change? You will realize that this will bring possibilities into your life, and you will start to dream. Your mind will move from I can't to let's do this. And you will realize that the possibilities are endless. This is a strategy that the 12-week year teaches. I have implemented it and I've seen a change where my confidence, my self-confidence has increased, and I haven't accomplished anything as yet. Give this strategy a try. If you have any questions about this, if you would like to dive deep into this concept, do leave it in the comments and I will respond to you as soon as possible. Remember, when you get an idea, ask yourself what if, and start to dream of the possibilities, the benefits, and the impact if you should launch this idea, and move from impossible to possible thinking. In closing, be reminded that you have all that you need, and you can sincerely and truly do all that God has called you to do, because 1, you host the Holy Spirit, and 2, you can ask the Spirit of counsel and might what to do, how to do it, when to do it. And you can dream with the Holy Spirit of the possibilities, of the benefits of your ideas once you birth them. Have an awesome day. Do follow me on social media. So you can follow me on Instagram, you can follow me on YouTube, you can follow me here on Facebook. My name is Sarika Fenton. Thank you for joining today's live. I pray that you have been blessed. I pray that your mind has shifted from impossibility to possibility. And I pray that your mind just starts to work, to dream, imagine, and see a future of possibilities. Have an awesome day.